Many of you would have no doubt know about Alberto's night drive at Cobalt back at the start of October, and you most likely would have seen David Abella's trip video and also his car damage report and the latest videos he put out on the repairs he has done to his car. So, time for our damage report from the trip with Alberto at Cobalt. Wasn't our first time to Cobalt, and I can report that we didn't really get that much damage. We did get some damage. One of the 3 areas of damage was purely driver error. Didn't judge the drop off of a rock properly. Didn't have all my lights on. Just had the normal driving light, normal low beam. Didn't have the spotties or high beam on. Didn't quite see the shadow in the drop off. And the consequence of that was we bent another side step. This is the 3rd side step I've damaged at Cobalt. The previous one was replaced with another one that was straight, which is that one, and that's now bent. So what's the lessons learned from that? I need to go either pay RHS Engineering for the rock slider that he's developed, or I need to build one. So still sitting on the fence on which way I'm going to go. Now, where else did we get damage? The Trish, the day after, I have to say she was very observant. She saw this when she saw our car in Avoca. Not the easiest of thing to spot, but that's actually where it's cracked here is from a previous bit of damage that we did about 2 years ago. That was plastic welded back together, and we obviously hit that in one of the ruts hard enough that it cracked where the plastic welding repair was. So that I need to do a better job on that. I'll probably put in either some fiberglass reinforcement behind it or a metal mesh as reinforcement behind it before welding it all back together. This side had a similar impact. If you can just see there, you can see a slight flat spot there. That's where it would have hit probably towards the end of the drive, where we had to come down some fairly slippery sections, and I drove down in the rut down those sections. So it's quite common. The back corner of the bumper bar on the patch hangs out a bit, so when the car slides around a bit in the rut, it's not uncommon, if the rut is deep enough, for the back corner to hit the side bank of the ruts. You'll find our in-car video is a lot less exciting. It was actually quite boring compared to David's video. No, that's not our heavy breathing. It's a science fiction podcast we were listening to that night. here's a quick look on the underside of the car. So as you can see, other than being a bit muddy, no damage. One of the jobs I need to do is to sort out the fuel tank. That was done back when early on when we had the car, before we lifted the car and we dented the fuel tank. Anyway, something to work on, something to resolve in due course. And here's the front of the car. No real bashing, no real damage. So that's all the damage we suffered at Cobaw. Besides that, not entirely unexpected driver error. The back horn of the bumper bar, again, quite a usual thing when one is in deep ruts. This side, that was bent 2 years ago from memory at Cobaw. So that's, again, that he's just waiting to figure out how to either build my own rock sliders or buy one of Red's one. Red's finished his design as of earlier this month, October 2024. So now they're actually lightweight side steps that also work as rock sliders available on the market. The reason I haven't put anything else on it before was because there really wasn't anything that's light enough and strong enough on the market until now. Anyway, stay tuned to see which direction I go.